Greetings, fellas! Today we're gonna talk about the Fujica ST-801. It's a film camera from 1973. It's all metal, feels very good in the hand. It's mechanical and fully manual. We're gonna go outside, put a film in. I will use an Agfaphoto APX 100 fresh film, take some photos and give you my final thoughts about this. Let's go. So it may look like I'm in the woods, but I'm not. A few feet away is the main road, and right behind me is a pedestrian path, which means that you might see some passers-by coming along. We're not in the woods, we're not in nature, but kind of looks like it. And I think it's fine. There we go. Told you. I really like these trees over there, so maybe it's gonna be our first shot. $125 f11. Sounds legit to me. This camera came out in 1973 and was sold up until 1978. Using the M42 lens mount was not a wise choice by Fujika. Lots of other manufacturers like Pentax and Fujica were going the other way using bayonet mounts. So this camera looked like an antiquated design, and its original price was kind of expensive for a camera that looked like it was 10 years late. One nice thing about this is its use of LEDs in the viewfinder, just like on this demo here. It means that you can set the exposure in dark environments like concerts or night photography. Pretty interesting. The shutter speed goes up to 1/2000th of a second, which makes it way better than most of its competitors. Also worth mentioning, it uses the PX28 battery and it's readily available just like everywhere. One of the advantages of using an M42 camera is that you're not tied to manufacturer's lens or compatibles. You can swap manufacturers kind of easily. This is a Fujika camera, M42, and this is the Takumar by Zai Pentax, also an M42 lens. Right now, I'm gonna take a picture of that old building from the coal mine. And oh yeah, it's windy out there. I'm pretty satisfied with the results using the 135mm from the Takumar and compared to the 55mm from Fujika. Both lenses are excellent. Keep in mind that none of these images have been digitally enhanced by any means. These are straight out of negative results, and I'm pretty happy about this. Each time I drive close to this building, I say to myself, I should stop and take a picture of it. Well, I did it, just for you. Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. So this old railroad track has been converted into a pedestrian and cyclist and horse riders, just like this. Since the first COVID lockdown, a lot of people have discovered that this was a thing and they enjoy it, just like we are doing right now. This is the old railroad bridge. We are standing where the train tracks used to be. Back until 1999, this was a savage dump. When the train tracks was decommissioned, people used to throw away stuff they didn't want right in here, and the pile of trash would go up to the top of the bridge. It was disgusting, but you could find almost everything from old TVs, sometimes old cars. It was literally filled with trash. This is just a few feet away from the first bridge we've seen. It doesn't look way much older than the first one, but it's narrower, and I've never seen it being used. In fact, a few years ago, it was not even seen because of all the trees that were outside of here. Right now, I'm on the bridge I showed you earlier, and I don't think it's gonna stay up for very long. It's in a very rough shape, so it's really the right time to take pictures of it and videos. Right now we are on the top of the bridge. The ground seems to be covered in soil, but it's only a thin layer. The pavement is still underneath it. The next picture shows you the view from the top of this bridge. This is the path we were walking in just a few seconds ago. Right now, this is an old water pipe. Well, at least it looks like an old water pipe, but it's still in use. Some workers were refurbishing it a few meters away from here, and it's delivering the tap water in all the villages around. And after using the Fujica ST-801 camera, I feel like it's a very good and interesting camera. I like to use it. It's fully manual, but it's not that complicated, you know. It's just, yeah, the right LED means you are correctly exposing, or another LED tells you that you are slightly overexposing or underexposing. Pretty easy, pretty neat. I like it. I understand why it's my favorite camera. I've got a few shots left on the film. I'm gonna use them, and you'll see. Something a lot of you might be wondering right now is, should I get a similar camera if I want to get started into film photography? Oh yeah, this guy was a pleasure to use. I was holding a video camera in my hand and this one in the other hand, and I didn't get into any trouble trying to set the aperture or the shutter speed. That's pretty fine. The image quality is on par with Canon or Nikon, so yeah, I like it. You should get it. Now, do it. Anyways, that is all for today. Thank you for watching and catch you next time. Goodbye.